Support for Radio Friends comes from OsteoStrong. Improvements in bone density, strength, and power can be achieved by weekly 5-minute no-sweat sessions on their 4-spectrum machines. These isometric robotic machines safely emulate high-impact loading on different parts of the skeletal system, which stimulates activity in bone-building cells. Balance and agility can be improved by 2-minute sessions on vibration plates. Every session is supervised by a trained coach. Learn more on Facebook or call to set up a complimentary wellness assessment and session.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Thursday, August the 31st. I want to introduce you to my good friend, Dr. Anand Chockalingam from the Truman VA Hospital. Good to have you here.
Pleasure is always mine, Paul.
You know, you are such a wonderful doctor and a wonderful person to start with. Your philosophy is that you need to smile how many times an hour?
20 times every waking hour.
and that's gonna make you feel a lot better, and it's gonna help your heart.
I didn't realize how much it can help the heart until the last, say, 3 or 4 years, when we are seeing so much more results. Because we didn't start this out as a casual, feel-good thing. We really wanted to inspire people to connect with themselves, find that confidence and hope towards experienced optimism. And how can that positive psychology translate into heart health? That's what I've been spending the last 15 years of my life. And today, I want to share a very, very special story with our friends. The reason is, when people get diagnosed with high blood pressure or diabetes, they feel they can manage it okay. But after a heart attack, it takes a hit on their confidence. But sometimes, when heart failure is diagnosed, it a lot of times means within few years, there is risk for life. Especially if they've been hospitalized with heart failure, risk for life in 5 years is pretty high, 50 to 75%.
What is heart failure?
Heart failure means the heart is just not able to pump enough blood to keep the person doing everything he wants to do. So they fill up with fluid, they can't breathe. And if they are in the hospital with heart failure, then we have to give advanced therapies just to get them out of trouble. So this heart failure, we are trained as doctors to manage, but only 20% of the outcome is in our hands, because 30% is in the mind, psychological challenges, and nearly 50% is in the social and economic and community that the patient comes from. If they have other challenges, then it's so much harder to get them better. And in the last few years, teaching our optimism, the Heartful Living courses and other things, we are seeing so many people are participating in their health and recovering. Today, I want to introduce someone who has done just that. Because of his extreme weight issues, we couldn't even do the heart catheter and bypass surgery or transplant or balloon or stent, despite his heart being so weak at the age of 41. But within 2-3 years, he's turned around and he's come here today to share his success with us.
Yeah, this is Charmane Ganaway, right? Charmane. It's good to have you here. We were talking before we kind of came on. You weighed 550 pounds, is that right?
Close.
But 550 pounds.
Over 500.
You had heart failure. The prognosis wasn't that great for you. Maybe 2 years or so. What changed?
I'd say just meeting with my medical professionals. This guy particularly.
Dr. Anand Chockalingam.
Yeah, he said it all.
So how did he influence you that put you in the state that you're in now? You've lost all that weight. You said you feel like you're 16 or 17 years old again. What did he do to you, or what did he convince you to do for yourself?
I just try, He just motivated me to the smile. That was vital. And I still tell people today, like, smile as much as you can. But just his temperament, towards me. And he just seemed like he was sincere with his actions and what he wanted me to do.
He honestly cared about you.
Yeah.
And that comes through. You can tell he's a very caring person.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But your heart was failing. How is it now?
I don't know. I mean, I feel better. I don't know.
How is his
He'll
heart
tell
now?
you.
It's been improving to nearly normal levels.
It is a nearly normal level
Yes.
now, and he was in heart failure.
His ejection fraction, which we measure, was 25% 2-3 years ago. When we first figured out how we can help him, we put him on good medicines, but we couldn't do more advanced testing because of the limits of the cath table where we do these procedures. We couldn't safely put him through more advanced procedures. So we were hoping the medicines plus this intuitive lifestyle will make a difference.
So-
Combined, it has really made a huge difference for him.
With all the weight he has lost now, and his heart is nearly normal, you said?
Yes.
Has he had to have any procedures, or has it healed itself?
It is. He is helping the healing. We are helping the healing with our medicines. And if needed, we are happy to do the catheter or stents. If we need to, we will do it. But it looks like right now he's doing well, so he's not needing it right this moment. He's able to exercise so much more than he did in the last 20 years.
Yeah. And the exercise and the positive thinking makes all the difference in the world. As far as eating, how have you changed your diet?
Say 180. I eat like once a day now, and opposed to 2-3 years ago, I just ate like it
You
wasn't.
just ate continuously.
Yeah, when I felt like it.
Yeah, well, if you're listening on the radio, if you have a chance to go to the web, watch this segment, because we have a picture of you before and what you look like now. And you were a very large man. Was this about 3 years ago?
Yeah, about 2.5 years ago.
So that was over 500 pounds, and now you weigh what, 220 pounds?
Yeah.
Do you want to lose more weight? Does he need to lose more weight, or is
No,
he okay?
he's all-
He
Already-
wants me to get down to like 170 or something, but
See, the thing is, weight is not just a number. Some of it is muscle. So we have to gauge where we are. And he is very close to where he needs to be. But this continued lifestyle, I'm confident he's going to continue forever. That is the most important thing. If he does it for his family or even for the fear of his health, it's not going to sustain. If we are able to do it out of happiness, out of confidence, then we can sustain this forever.
You really
That's where
believe- yeah.
Charmane is.
Yeah, you really believe that, don't you? That you have to do it for happiness. You have to be optimistic, and that's going to help your heart.
Yeah, we call this the Uvagai Happiness Index of 1 to 10. His happiness 2-3 years ago, you can tell how it was and where your happiness is now.
It's much higher now.
well,
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I'm glad, Charmane, that you're here with us today. I'm glad you're feeling better, like you're 16 or 17 years old. If people want more information, Anand, where do they go?
So I am at the VA and the university, and
And in your website, you have
yes,
a
the highlifejourney.org.
highlifejourney.org. Thank you so much for coming by. It's a pleasure having you here. And smile 20 times an hour or more. We'll go off with a great big smile. Have yourself a nice day. Be nice to each other. Bye-bye.